Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe for daily Chelsea content. Let's get right into it. The first news today is on the improved bid from AC Milan in an effort to buy Christian Pulisic from Chelsea, Captain America himself. Yeah, so as I mentioned in a previous video, really, I've done a couple videos on this because this news has it's like it's been growing hands and legs and wings the last few days. At first, AC Milan jumped in with a bid lower than 15 million pounds, which was just paltry. It's an insult given the caliber of player Pulisic is, notwithstanding his decreased you know, productivity over the years. I felt like that fee needed to be somewhere in the region of at least closer to 20 million pounds or more, right? So while AC Milan was dilly dallying with their low ball offer, Lyon jumped, right in with a really solid 25 million euro 25 million euro bid, which equates roughly around 20 million pounds. So that's, again, I mentioned, it's almost as if they read my mind and they came in right at that 20 million pound mark, which is pretty fairly close to Chelsea's valuation of the player. It appeared at that point that Chelsea was about ready to move forward and move try at least move things along with Lyon, given the fact they were much closer to Chelsea in their valuation of the player. Also in consideration of the fact that Lyon has a very solid attacking midfielder who ironically could be replacement for Pulisic in the name of Rayan Cherki, who's valued at about 43 million pounds. So there was some commonality between the two clubs in terms of potential deals that could be swapped and to make things happen. So that Lyon option looked from a Chelsea club perspective looked like a better, like a viable sort of in a more of an option of more of interest to Chelsea football club. However, as I've mentioned time and time again, to get a deal done, two parties is actually three parties. Three need to tango. You have the home club, you have the buying club, and you have the player. All three need to agree to make the deal happen. Lyon and Chelsea are pretty much in close. They were, if they weren't in an agreement, they were of the mindset of moving things along towards reaching an agreement on the transfer fee. However, the player, Christian Pulisic, he said, "Screech." I mean, my Screech is not the best, but he was like, "Hey guys, hold up, y'all. No, no, no. I'm not going. Y'all ain't gonna have me going to Lyon to French League One. No disrespect to the French league, but the Italian Serie A is Serie A is a much more established and glamorous league, and AC Milan is one of the biggest clubs in Europe. So that's where I want to go, and that's basically what Pulisic told Chelsea bosses. Like, listen, whatever y'all do, try and get this deal done with AC Milan. I have no interest in playing for Lyon, right? So again, as I mentioned in my last video, and I'm gonna leave a link at the end. The player can say, obviously, I mean, a player does have a choice, but at the same token, you guys all already know that money walks and BS walks. Money talks and BS walks, right? Money talks and BS walks. So I mean, AC Milan, if they wanted, or if they want Pulisic as badly as Pulisic wants them, then it's really up to AC Milan to, come up in their, evaluation of, Pulisic. So as the news turns out on today, as per the tweet from Romano, Fabrizio, AC Milan has increased their offer. They have made a much better bid. Their offer is a total package of just under 20 million pounds. I think it's roughly around 18.9 million pounds, or thereabout. So it's. I mean, they're close now. How is the deal structured? Nobody knows, because that's what could make or break the possibility of a deal being reached with AC Milan. But at least AC Milan, what they've done is they have put themselves in a reasonable ballpark to at least to have serious discussions with Chelsea to try and buy Pulisic from Chelsea. So guys, let's just keep our eyes and ears open on this one. See how this develops. I mean, as a Chelsea fan myself, I mean, I would love to see Pulisic, and obviously I'm based in the U.S., so I would love to see Pulisic going to play at another big club, AC Milan. So from a player perspective, I mean I'm with Pulisic, but again, I'm a Chelsea fan first, and then a player fan next. So I'm really a Chelsea man. So for me, it's all about what's in the best interest of Chelsea in this deal. And what's in the best interest of Chelsea is to get the most money out of this deal, so they can roll that money over, roll over a plan, roll that money over to the next deal, so we can fortify our attack going into next season. So that's the news on the update on Pulisic. The next player to talk about is the Brazilian midfielder Andrey Santos. I believe he's 18 years old, 18 or 19, but he's obviously young. He's very young, talented. But the news that it's pretty much reported today is that the club, Chelsea, appears to be having some kind of game plan in place to move Andrey Santos away, to move it out on loan to FC Porto in the Portuguese league. And that right there is a head scratcher, right? Because unless you're living under a rock as a Chelsea fan, you know that we only have one viable midfielder, and that's Enzo. Right now, Enzo is a lonely man in midfield with no companionship. So, I mean, after we done sold Kante, Kova, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and even Mason Mount, if you count them out as a midfielder. So I mean, our midfield is like really bare right now. All we have right now is just Enzo Gallagher, Lewis Hall. I guess if you throw him in as a in the midfielder, even though he played left back for us last season, but he's normally midfielder, and he's still, I think, 18 years old. He may have just turned 19. He's still a very young player. So the point being that we're not in any position to be looking to send any of our natural midfielders out on loan. So if Chelsea is looking to send Andrey Santos out on loan, notwithstanding the fact that he is inexperienced, right? If you can, I can understand, okay, he doesn't have the experience, but the reality is we don't have any bodies. Right now, we need bodies. And so for him to be going out on loan, I have to be inclined to believe that there has to be some kind of plan to bring some player back in the other way from Santos, from Porto back into Chelsea. And so I don't know, either that or some other a midfielder coming into Chelsea in addition to the hopeful signing of Moises Caicedo, right? Because even if you bring in Moises Caicedo, that just leaves us with Caicedo and Enzo. That's just two guys, two quality guys. Then with Gallagher coming off the bench, even that is still we're still bare. We're still really, unless I'm missing anything. That's pretty much it. So we need midfielder. So let's keep an eye out on this Andrey Santos potential loan to Porto, because that one really is a bit of a head scratcher for me. And then last but not least is Matheus Franca. I believe that's how his name is pronounced. That's the attacking midfielder from Flamengo FC from the Brazilian league. I believe he's either 18 or he's 19 years old. Again, another young player, 6 feet. I believe he's 19. He's about 6 feet tall. But guys, what it is he's got like crazy talent on the ball. He's so technically gifted as an attacking midfielder. I'm trying to find a player who I could equate him to. He reminds me a bit of a sort of a midfielder, controller, but as from an attacking point of view, not necessarily in scoring goals, not just score. I mean, he can score based on the clips that I've seen, but it's more or less that vision, moving through the pitch effortlessly. He appears to be that kind of player that has the knack to simplify the game for his teammates, and sort of otherwise make what would appear to be difficult situation look easy, right? Those type of players, those are players that are kind of rare. And if he is anything that he looks like on the clips that I've seen, then he's going to be, if we can get him, he's going to be a good addition to our midfield. Currently, Flamengo has him, valued at 25 million. I believe Chelsea made 20 million bid to buy him. So the clubs are roughly around 5 million apart. So let's keep our eyes open on this one, see if this deal is going to happen. Apparently, there are other clubs that actually tried to sign him in January last year. I believe knew Castle tried to sign him, and one or two other bigger clubs also tried to sign him as well, but they weren't able to reach an agreement with Flamingo on his fee. So guys, that's what I have today. Please like this video, share this video, and comment below. Take care. God bless you all. Peace.